How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the M2 Motor YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be washing the Lexus finally, getting it all cleaned up. I'm sure you noticed behind me it's dark outside. It's been insanely hot here in Las Vegas, so wanted to do it without dying of heat stroke. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wash the car, clean everything up, and then I will thoroughly go through the car and point out a lot of the flaws and see what needs to be worked on. Really excited to do this. I've been waiting for this car for a while. I know in the previous video, I talked about, the purchase process and all that. And I'd like to again thank Connie for selling me her car. This has been the best, I would say, I would call it a blind purchase that I've ever done. I've done a lot worse in my time, but this I'm excited about. So like I said, I just want to wash it, clean it up, get it all nice and cleaned up so I can, pinpoint, pick out all the flaws and know what I gotta work with to get this thing back up to as close to 100% as possible. Really excited to drive this thing. I still have to, do the maintenance, register it and all that. And I want to go through and figure out what's wrong with the car. Have the hose all pulled out and have the car wash supplies ready. If anybody was ever wondering, I always use Mother's car wash products. It's been a great company that's supported M2 Motoring and everything we've done since day one. Love their product. I used to buy it even before they back and support me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. As you can see in the time lapse, I pretty much did a quick wipe down of the car. I would normally go into a much deeper wash and cleaning, but this is just to wash it, just to see what needs to be done. There's a lot that I need to, go through. So the first wash I usually do is just to get all the dirt off, just to kind of see everything going on. So I'm just gonna go, over the car, starting with the hood. Overall, remember this car was a daily driver for its entire life, and in the latter third of its life, it was a family car. So taking kids and all that, and driving road trips. It's got rock chips all over the hood, which is fine. Like I said, I'm not complaining here. I'm just pointing out the condition. The front grille, it's water soap stained in. Hopefully it can hand buff that out. Headlights on both of them, there's no cracks, but as you can see, they do suffer from the typical Lexus fade. So I'm going to try to polish those out and see if I can save them. First, the front bumper. So again, this was Connie's first and everything car for very, very many years. As you can see in time lapse, I took off the front license plate frame. In Nevada, it's not required to have a front plate, so off it goes. Growing up in California, that was one of my biggest peeves with cars, is they required a front plate while other states didn't. Here, the front bumper corner, you can see that she scraped something, which is no big deal. It looks like this is coming off, whatever that is. I just gotta use a little bit of polish to get it off. Bumper scrape there, center of the front bumper down there. If you can see it, it's cracked. Not a huge deal. Like I said, it's my daily. Driver's side fender overall has very small, minute chips. There's stuff on there that a clay bar job wouldn't hurt. Here has a deep rock chip down to the metal and it has surface rust. It's not rusted through or anything, so I'm not too worried about it. The roof also has the same issue, so I need to sand that down and touch it up. Not planning on repainting this thing. It's not worth the hassle. It is my new daily and don't need to go that far. And if you can see here, there's a nice about 18-inch crack there, so you need a new windshield. The driver door, it's actually pretty good. One small rock chip up here. Yep, that's a chip. And on the door handle, there's some scrapes. The side skirt itself is actually, got a couple scrapes from getting it out of the car. Not a huge deal, like I said. This is a daily, and it's a car from 2007. I'm not expecting perfection. Got some little scratches here, some weird stuff going on here. It's like sticky. I think this stuff comes off. I don't know what that is. Down here, there is a deep scratch, so that needs to be touched up before it rusts. This is the film protector that they put from the factory. I would probably take this off and replace it with PPF soon. This is more yellow. I don't know if the camera's picking up because it's dark, but it is yellowing, so things to do for later.
One pathetic sob story later.
Sorry I had to cut the video. The camera actually overheated. It's that hot in Las Vegas right now, so I took the camera apart, opened it up so everything can cool off a little bit and cool off. So it seems to be working okay now. Apologize about that. The trunk itself, pretty clean. Rear windows clean. The roof itself is, like I said, it's okay. It's just the very front that has the two chips that are kind of rusted. Obviously from the license plate mounting, you can see that there's scratches and stuff here. Not a huge deal. The rear bumper actually has some deep scratches, like this one. Ooh, wow, it's really deep. And then, it's got this stuff in the corner here. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not complaining. Just pointing everything out. There's a scratch there. Rear quarter here is actually pretty clean. That's just some stuff stuck from after the wash. Rear passenger door has this chip scratch here. Door handle. And like I said, just like the other side, the PPF has done its job and held up, but over time it is yellowing and starting to degrade, so I want to take that off. The passenger door has this here. It's a ding, so I want to get that, PDR'd out eventually when I get around to it. Side skirt itself is in better shape than the other side. Another scratch here. Passenger fender in good shape also, just a couple small minor rock chips like mentioned, and has some weird tarish stuff, and it has that one chip that has the rust on it. All the window trims and all that are actually in really good shape to me. Oh, there's a ding up here. Okay. That needs to get taken care of too. Didn't notice that, so I got underneath the right light. Wheels are curved, not a big deal. But overall, for a car made in 2007 that was a daily driver and has lived itself in Southern California, Northern California, in the city area, and in New York, this thing has held up fairly well. I do like the condition it's in. So, just like all my other cars that I pick up, it's just a little bit of TLC and all that. Don't know if you could see it in the light, or it's actually pretty dark. So, but overall the seats are in great shape for the age. The rear passenger seat on the driver's side is a little worn. That side's actually okay. Passenger seat in the front's actually in really good shape. So is the driver. I don't know, for whatever reason, the rear driver side passenger the leather is more stretched in the front. No idea. I'm guessing it's from the baby seat or whatever, but you know, like I said, no big deal. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the car. This thing does desperately need a clay bar job. When I washed it, it felt like sandpaper, and right now, sounds like sandpaper. So, you know, stuff that needs to be addressed and taken care of. Not, like I said, again, not a huge deal. Small, minute scratches everywhere. All good. But yeah, this is the overall tour of the car. I look forward to spending a little time restoring this and getting this as close to 100% as I can for a, you know, new used car. I'm excited to drive this as my new daily. In terms of mods, haven't really decided yet. It'll be, you know, light mods, probably just some wheels, lowered a little bit, you know, nothing crazy. I want something that's nice, simple to drive. Don't really want to have to hassle with it, anything. So just pretty much want it an easy to drive car, just like the XB's been good to me for so long and so hassle-free. I want the same for this thing. So really excited to, you know, get started on this and share with you and go over things that I find out about the car. And, you know, if you have a IS250, then we can share knowledge and trade some, you know, things that we figured out and learned. So yeah, that pretty much covers the overview of the IS250. Thank you again for tuning in. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button for me and comment down below on what you think of the car, and you know, what do you think of the purchase overall, and you know, if there's any advice or comments. If you're pretty, you know, pretty well versed with this vehicle, you know, definitely share some knowledge you can share with everybody. It's the whole point of, you know, me working on you doing this stuff for YouTube. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, you know, drop some likes and comments on YouTube, and also follow M2 Motoring on Instagram and on Facebook. All the information is in the description below. Other than that, you guys take care. See you on the next episode.